What's up, everyone? And today is my first review of my first Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Power Ranger figure.
I need to get home. I need to get home. How will I go home?
Hello. So today we are reviewing the Power Ranger Lightning Collection White Dino Thunder Ranger. Now, before I say anything, I did want to mention that this is customized. I did paint it a little bit, but also, I want to give you a little bit of backstory. This Power Ranger I had to get. I'm not really a big fan of the Lightning Collection line because I got two really bad figures to start off. One okay and one bad. But I had to take the risk on this guy because the series that this guy came with, Power Ranger Dino Thunder, is my first and favorite Power Ranger season. Now, to give you a little bit of backstory, when I was little, my parents we were cleaning out some DVDs because we were preparing to move, and on one of the DVDs I found a DVD case, and on the cover was three guys in suits riding velociraptors. I was curious, so I went and asked my family about it, and my brother, he introduced me to Power Rangers. What's told me when he was talking about was saying basically dudes in suits fighting monsters with giant robots, and that instantly sold me. I went and watched the first 3 episodes the same day, and I was instantly hooked. I didn't really have any context about why some characters were awesome, but then later in the season and in the years, when I went and rewatched a bunch of the old shows, I learned about a bunch of cool characters, such as Tommy Oliver. But either way, this is one of my favorite Ranger from Dino Thunder. And before we get into it, let's talk about the box. So here we have the box, and on the front we get a nice picture of the white Dino Thunder that extends to the side. And if you look closely, you can actually see one of the accessories, the Power Rangers human face. I believe Trent, was it? I might have to double check. It's been a while since I've watched it, so we'll talk about that later. Again, this is the Lightning Collection. So we get the white Dino Thunder, White Ranger. On the back we get a nice picture of him and his effect piece, which we'll talk about later. And on the side we get the face again. I actually kind of like how they did the box. You can see the figure, you can see what you're getting. You can see so you can make that judgment if you really need it or not. If you like the design, if you like the human face. If you don't, then that's okay with you. But anyway, now that we got the box, let's go right into the figure. And let me just move my camera down. Now the figure, I actually really love. They easily captured the white Dino Thunder Ranger perfectly. Well, except for one, we'll talk about later. He's really proportionate. You get a lot of nice detail. I actually really like the little shield thing, which is actually made of a flexible material. But I got also it's just together by one peg. And also the other suit I really like. He has a nice belt. Nice painting and sculpting all around. But now I just want to address something. If you guys have know or not, for those who probably don't know or don't collect Dino Thunder or the Lightning Collection, I painted the visor because on the original copy he did not the visor was not painted. People got upset, and Hasbro started shipping them replacement heads. I just went and took the time and painted it. It's not really perfect. If you look closely, you see there's a little bit of mistakes. I will go and fix it. I can probably mix the right paints and fix it all over and make it a little bit more sharper. But I also went and painted his sword and his morpher a little bit, just to get that little detail. And on the topic of the sword, I actually really like how they did the sword, but like I think we'll see it for the accessories. But yeah, like I just gotta give, like, besides the visor, the head is pretty awesome. I always loved this awesome helmet for the White Dino Thunder. You get a nice little like pterodon head, or White Drago, is that what it's called? It's been a while, and like I actually just want to say this right now. If they like plan to re-release this figure, I hope they do like the Super Dino mode, where like all these like black pieces like stick out and they become like giant blades. That would be awesome. And before we get long into this, let's go into the accessories. Starting off with the hands, you get 2 pairs of grabby hands, one for both sides, if my camera will focus. It's on this weird, like, for those who never collected like a down Legacy Thunder, like there's, instead of like being like a ball joint that you just pop on and off, like you actually have to take the hand off and plug this all the way inside the arm. Like it does have a hinge joint, so you can like get some posability, but like I'm not really a fan of ripping out this, which is like a issue that I had with my other like Dino like Lightning collection other grabby hand, which I actually just realized I thought this was an open hand, and like you can, and it's kind of like slanted, like it's a little bit more. I'm pretty sure it's so you can represent like him like slashing his awesome sword, which again I touched up a little bit, because there was a lack of color. I kind of wish like this is like extended out, but I kind of wish they did like a regular dagger too. But either way, this is still nice, and you can actually slide this into the side or into the holder, so that way it makes it look like it's put away. But again, like I think if we had a retracted Dragon Dagger, that would be a little bit more cohesive and a lot better. Because like I keep worrying if I pose it with this inside, either this is gonna break that or that. So I just prefer him holding his dagger. And then the other accessory we got is the human head, which, if my camera could focus, which I actually gotta give major props to this. Like they sculpted like awesome this perfectly. It looks exactly like he did in the show, and it's like the other like heads, like it perfectly represents the character. And to attach it, you simply remove the head and just pop that on. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, that was my first time like using the head. So yeah, so that's the way it looks like without the helmet. But again, I prefer that with this awesome helmet, which is so like I do like the human head. Like I do like that. Like it's a great accessory in case you want to do like some helmetless pictures or posing. And for the final accessory, we have the awesome lightning arrow effect. I don't know if that was called, but I gotta say this is like pretty awesome. I like how they're actually making effects for these figures. It just adds a lot of playability and it looks awesome for pictures. And I thought we could take the dragon dagger and slide it into that, and now it makes it look like he's making the arrows as he swings, or he's just like drawing them in the air like he does in the show. And the dragon dagger can slide into his hand, and that's if I could. And like posing him, like for me, like it's a little bit of a pain, but if you get the rhythm, it looks great. But not this picture, because I'm terrible at posing. And speaking of which, I think let's go into the posing. So the posability, like you get like a ball jointed head, it can move, got a little bit of a hinge joint, but it's like mostly blocked by this. So yeah, like this can is removable, but I want to keep it on. He does have an ab crunch, like an arcing back and an ab crunch, along with some rotation. His arms can move out, like you do a 360. But again, this gets in the way. He can move out that far. He has a double jointed elbow. The wrist is on that peg I told you about that has a hinge joint, but and again, I just feel like I don't like this. If it was a ball joint, I would be happy, but this I keep feeling like I'm going to either break the peg inside or just break the hinge joint. I don't like that. It's one of the negatives I don't like about the Lightning Collection. And we'll talk about the others. And he can kick up that far. Like, he has no, like, torso movability, but he can kick up that far and kick back that far. Like, his butt, like, gets in the way. So, like, that's a little bit of minus. You can't really do any poses like that. That's how far you can move. He can do, like, a pretty big spread. He does have a little bit of a thigh swivel. Oh, wait, by the way, I never mentioned, like, his wrist swivel, like, in that. A double jointed knee. You got, like, a pivot at the foot, which, by the way, that's, like, pretty awesome. Like, it's a super pivot. And you get a hinge joint at the foot. But on my copy, I just want to say this, like, this could also happen to a bunch of others that happened to me before. The hinge joint on this side, it's just too tight. I don't like that. I'm pretty sure if I take like a heat dryer, a hair dryer, I could just like heat it up so that way I could just like pose it. But either way, like I keep like trying to like every time I keep trying to pose it, I have to move this foot, and I just keep feeling like I'm about to snap it off. So just be a little bit of warning. It happened to me before. It might happen to a bunch of others. Either way, posability on this guy is pretty good, and it's like just like a bunch of other figures, he's like a normal size, like 6-inch. Here we have it next to a Funko like Rathalos from Monster Hunter World. Here we have it next to Inferno. Here we have it next to what recently just arrived, my SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider O's. I see like that he's a little bit taller than that, and I actually want to do a review on this. This might be my next because I really love that figure. And move these guys out of the way for my other two Lightning Collection figures, the Dino Charge, the red Dino Charge Ranger, and the blue Psycho Ranger. And that actually wants me to bring up like an issue why like I think this is my favorite Lightning Collection. On this guy, like he's like pretty good, but like his ankle joints are just like really loose. Oh, so like every time I keep trying to pose them, like they just like lean back and cause them to fall over. And that gets really annoying. And this Dino Charge Ranger can just go in the trash. If you don't know why, I tried switching out the hands for his right side, and I heard an unhealthy snap. Like, this guy is still inside, but I'm worrying that if I take it out, it's going to break. The gun doesn't want to stay in his hand. And what's worse, look at this. Yeah, I am not doing a review of that. Either way, I got messed up. I don't try not to pose this guy too often. Like, I like him just how he is, but still, this, and also he has the same like issue with his right foot, except this one actually I know like will feel like it's going to break. Either way, so yeah, like this is like my best Lightning Collection figure. Overall, I gotta rate this figure, like, I'm giving it 2 rings. It's a really good, like, Lightning Collection. Like, if I'm counting off points for the helmet, because, like, that was, like, kind of, like, disappointment. Like, they messed up pretty bad on that. But everything else, I would rate it, like, pretty good. But for my first, my my best lightning collection figure, I would actually say it's perfect. Either way, highly recommend it. Like, watch the show or get this figure. This is and this will be all for now. Like, if you have, thank you all for watching. Hope you'll enjoy it. If you do have any comments on how I can improve, like again, like I'm trying to. There's a bunch of things happening to me right now. Like I'm trying to do my best. But if you do have any like suggestions or even stuff that I can use to fix my channel, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. This is Inferno Zero signing out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay cool.